a little bit of the BTGG servers for console, PC, Xbox for ArmA Reforger, and do a little bit of a assessment onto it because I feel like the admins make rules and then they don't maintain the rules that they set. The reason I can say this is I have played on the server, and you guys know about me. I don't like cheats. If I set rules, follow them. Same as like if I join a server, I expect, especially the staff, to follow their own rules. But even the players, if they're setting outside of conduct, warning and a ban, right? But on BTGG, you're not supposed to push the bases that are the closest to the main operating base, MOB, which is the main base, really. So the very first base you get at the very beginning of the game, the next one that's literally the closest one to that. The enemy is not supposed to push that, while at the bottom left, the seating shows up. And so, literally, when it was still a very high end game, I'm talking about like seating was active, but it was still like 30 something players on. The airfield was being pushed. And at first it was 40 people, then after that it dropped, and then they took the airfield, and then after taking the airfield, 10 minutes after that it dropped again in players, meaning seating is active. And after the seating became active, we lost even more players where the seating wasn't going to get removed within the next, like, literally 5 minutes later. No one joined back. Seating was not removed. They still held the airfield, and they were trying to shoot at our main base. So I posted in chat, hey guys, seating is up. Everyone on airfield, you cannot push our main base. Seating is active. Please leave. Right? Pretty much. Well, technically, I didn't say please. I just said leave. Like, literally, like, you need to get off of these zones. It is bannable, pretty much, without me saying you can be banned. Right? Um, Other people were like, what does seating mean? So I literally explained to him what it meant. Right? And he's like, okay, gotcha. But then a little bit later on, they're not supposed to be capping the airfield. Dude comes over, I'm dropping a load off, and I'm noticing it literally says airfield is under attack, meaning they're capping it. And so I put in the messages again, like, hey guys, seating is active. You cannot be pushing the airfield. Because again, I'm not looking at the player count. I'm just looking at the time played. The time played for me to make 4 or 5 trips from base to the airfield to drop loads is more than enough time for, new players to hop on. Maybe they don't know. They see they have everything except for the airfield, and they start trying to push it, right? So when this happens, again, I go into the chat and I'm like, hey guys, seating is active. You cannot be pushing the airfield. Leave, right? And then literally a little bit later, somebody comments like, fine, I'll leave the airfield because I'm tired of hearing this crybaby. And I'm like, crybaby? Dude, I'm literally just following the rules. There's no. So I literally go in the comments again, the text chat, and I'm like, so following the rules is being a crybaby. And he was like, no, I talked to an admin about it and blah, 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 blah. And then, like, you're sitting here crying about it. And I'm like, no, I'm actually just following the rules. And also, from where I've read, stated, when you join the Discord, stated pretty much when seating is active, you cannot push the closest base to their MOB. You can't cap it. You can't push. You can't be inside of it. You can set roadblocks up, like, I think 100 meters or something like that out, or 50. I don't remember what the exact distance to it is. I just know you have to be with outside the airfield up to a certain distance, and you can set up like little roadblocks where you can actually shoot drivers trying to come out of airfield to go to the other objectives. Is allowed. Um, but you're not supposed to be capping it. So with me going in and literally just trying to be like, hey guys, leave, right? Not supposed to be doing this. Please leave, pretty much. I guess is being a crybaby to someone on the server. Um, it's not like I literally started a fight there to be called a crybaby. Because if you think about it, if we're gonna call names, right? I didn't call names. I literally just said you cannot be doing this. Leave, right? Basically, yes, in a way, an admin would be kind of saying it, but technically, I'm not an admin. I'm not crying. I'm just again pushing the rules there, where more likely I'm not going to report them for it. But if it was to be shown like an admin randomly searched through the logs and said like, hey, at this time seating was active and this base was taken, that's a bannable offense. And I've seen people get like literally I've seen admins threaten players that literally and for them to get banned. I've been on while an admin was on before. By the way, probably about this time is probably not exactly this time is probably what is like 2 in the morning. I think it was like fucking 12 o'clock midnight. Legit, an admin was like, the airport is seating, leave, right? And literally, they kept shooting us on airport, and the people there that kept shooting and kept returning actually got banned at 12 o'clock midnight. Okay, so I've seen it happen. So again, the me that wants to actually keep the server alive, one, following the server rules, and two, more people on it that isn't banned, the better. Because it means more people are on, which means more people are consistently going to play. The more people that consistent play like the server, more people that do that's more likely going to obey the rules, which also then grows a community, right? Which again keeps a server alive and keeps it active. Sorry, guys, I know I'm away from the game. I'm quickly just going to go grab me something to drink. Me's going to get some water, right? But again, it's not to be a dick and it's not to be a crybaby. It's to make sure everyone is following the server rules, where therefore not only can I have fun, but I'm thinking about the other people too. Because I mean, if I was only wanting to have fun and we were steamrolling the fuck out of the enemy, I'd be pushing them like a motherfucker, right? If I was being a dick and then not caring about the rules. But I care about them a little bit, enough to be like, I like the server. I want to see it populate. I want to see every one of their servers become populated where literally there's like 100 people on it literally almost all the fucking time. But at the same time, if we're just going to have jerks who don't care about the server rules and tries to look for loopholes and tries to get the admins to go back on their word to try to bend little certain things here and there, it just isn't cool. Because realistically, if a rule is set, especially like if the admins want to see like the server really take off, and I mean really take off, is don't reset it every fucking 4 hours, every 12 hours. Let there be some persistence. Because again, I've made this point earlier in my stream where I was like live streaming before I crashed. I was like, what's the point of taking all this time to rank up just to be a fucking private? It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. 3 days of actual persistence to where you keep your rank for 3 fucking days. There is no fucking rank reset. Would be good. I don't mind a reset that resets the map. It just doesn't need to reset the players. And if they don't know how to do that, then they need to make it so the rules stay in effect. And then persistence goes for 3 days. Maybe, seeding stays active for 3 days. It doesn't go down till literally the day that the server's allowed to reset. Mm. Boy, was I thirsty, boys. But you cannot, as an active admin or owner of a map or a server or anything, I cannot make a rule and then try to find ways to twist and bend it. If that rule is there, it's gotta be set. Now, am I saying like every rule should never be broken? No. Trust me, I'm gonna let you guys in. There are rules that might have some variables that weren't thought about that might need to be reconstructed later on to involve those variables. But something as simple as, not attacking the airfield if you're on black flag when the server says seating at the bottom left. Right? There's no reason to go around that. I mean, yeah, people can be like, well, I'm bored, let's reset. But thing is, how bored actually are you? Because one, you get to call in like actual helicopters, get to places, make the gunfights. You're not stuck behind a slow ass vehicle. If you reset the map, you're just going to be bored because at that point, you're literally just private, 12 hours, private, 12 hours, private, 12 hours, private, 12 hours, private. And it just becomes a revolving door of speed running to rank a private constantly. I don't know about you, but I don't like the fucking rank a private. So yeah, it's one of those issues, guys, where I just really wish people would stop smoking and start thinking. Okay, and I hate to say that because there's some pretty chill dudes out there that smoke. But some of those guys actually still had partial of a fucking brain before they wasted it. And that's me being like actually as sincere and kind as I possibly can be. We're gonna play the other map, not this one. But yeah, apart from that, they need to look at all the mods they have installed because some of the mods is not even actually in use. I hate to say it, it really isn't. And I'm not saying that to be mean. There's mods on there that they are running that just isn't being used. There's one, it's like personality or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's supposed to do something with your character where I guess you can choose what character you are, if you're male, female, your gender and blah, blah, right? But is not working. Literally, there's the option, you click it, but there's nothing available. Just isn't working. That can be removed. I don't know about you, but it is technically a war zone. But if we're going military to military, I don't know about you, but I don't know who will roll up in a Ford on the middle of a fucking battlefield. So the Ford Raptor truck can go. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to weed through the redundant mods in my head that can be removed, right? That helps with shortening the amount of RAM going to the server, helping with server performance. Because I should not, like, dude, I can join almost any other server. Like, if I was to go WCS, I wouldn't freeze as much. The only reason I don't play WCS is my cousin got banned off of it. And yeah, just kind of had to find a new server to be able to play with my cousin, right? And then if you install mods for one server, depending on how many mods they have, you don't have room on console to install for other servers. You're only allowed, like, I think 25 megabytes of mod space on a console. Like, PC, it's unlimited, but when you're on PS5, you're only allowed 25 megabytes of space. And that's your hard limit. You can't go over that. So if I was to download 2 or 3 maps from my cousin on BTGG, I actually cannot download the stuff for WCS or Brothers in Arms, which is what my server was before I decided to kind of let it shut down because I don't like how the server is actually ran on the back end through Nitrado. I don't know if I'm going to find another place to actually host from Nitrado. Just let me down, dude. Like, apart from giving you the very lowest amount of RAM they possibly fucking can, making your game stutter the fuck out, and then like overpricing, like if you go to upgrade your RAM, like they're overpricing the fuck out of it. I just couldn't get on board. But back to what I'm saying. You're only on 25 megabytes of space. So I cannot download any other fucking server. So if this is the server my cousin's on, I'm going to be playing it. But I feel like they need to update it in a way that it's not redundant with redundant mods, to help with server performance. Like, look at every little intel. Like, what do they actually want and need compared to just slapping 100 and something mods onto the server? And I do mean that. Like, literally, I started it like 0 mods installed because I reinstalled the game. Like, I deleted it, reinstalled it, so it deleted my entire mods folder. Okay, like literally all of it gone. Um, and then installed just one map, literally one map. And afterward was like 103 mods. That's a little too modded. Because I'm not going to lie to you, you guys watch it on stream, the game just fucking freezes outright, and then I have to close app or wait for it to crash. We don't need that many mods. To be honest with you, the mod that they have for their custom map, the map that's there, the stuff they're using for their arsenal, um, if they're having to use WCS mods, download that. The one thing they didn't add in, and I wish they would, is Ace, as in the bandage and carry system. They actually have a mod that lets you like carry, like throw over your shoulder your teammate and walk like you would in an actual battlefield, or B, the way they actually go to the back of the vest and grab the fucking handle and drag your teammate. Okay, they actually have mods for that, and technically it's one single mod that you just need to get the prerequisites to be able to use. See, stuff like that. They have the MH60, which is the fucking Blackhawk, right? Which, by the way, there's a mod that allows you to use the actual rappel system that Blackhawks have. Um, there's a mod that does that. It's like Shizorki something repel or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of the mod, but repel system for the Blackhawk. That way, instead of having to land the Blackhawk down, you're able to like, you know, um, fly, hover a good little bit off the ground, send the ropes down, and then send your team down the ropes, which is pretty cool. Oh boy, we got like a little bit of issues, but we need to do our ability right quick. Ability, add a mayfly, true, and it's turning nighttime. So when it turns nighttime, we're gonna have to sleep. But you get the idea, guys. Like it's kind of redundant in a way that could be fixed. And then some of the other stuff I won't say is fully on just their server. Some of it I will say is like just mod kind of stuff, or the mod developers are just kind of not really the smartest, I will say, towards some of the realism. And that realism is going to be, sorry guys, we're just waiting until like the bed down here, but so I can actually sleep the night away. Say night of thunderstorm. There we go. But a Barrett 50 cal, which is the M107, should be able to easily penetrate the windshield of a fucking helicopter and one tap the person behind the pilot seat. It should not be eating that much damage to try to shoot a helicopter down with a 50 caliber round is kind of oofed. So stuff like that, I can't blame on the server. I can only blame on mod developers, and I'm only pointing that out to kind of do like, to show that there are things I do understand servers can't like actually help, while at other times there is stuff that servers can help, like setting up rules and actually sticking to them and not letting people get around it or squeeze by or squirm out of following the server rules just because they feel bored because they don't like persistence of a server, right? They want everyone to reset so everybody's a private, right? Is is what I'm on about. All right, we need to go up here, out here. I forgot I actually already slept. We're good. To think. Diamonds is what we're going to need to be shooting for on this world. Okay. Let's fly this way and see if we can't find some really good deep mines to go into. But anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to go over. A little bit of detail there. Again, I do feel like there's way too many mods and ones that don't really matter. Like, yeah, they're cool, but cool it just is not good when it breaks the game to the point of, well, it's freezing and crashing as much as it is. That's why it looks so weird. It's a water trench. But oh well. Um, it's just like I wish people that hosted servers understood like how that kind of works a little bit, like a little bit better than they do. That way we don't get servers like BTGG that are good, but just too many fucking redundant mods, man. They just over modify it to the point where it just you have fun for like 4 or 5 gunfights and then you just freeze, you crash, and then you have to try to load back in. And then whenever they have a lot of players on, let's say 125 out of 125, there becomes a queue, meaning like 25 people can sit in queue and wait, and it's their max queue, by the way, but 25 people can sit and wait for someone to leave the server, and then one person joins in. It sounds like a good idea to your other servers start taking an impact to it, meaning nobody's fucking playing them because they're all just sitting in a fucking queue for the other servers. What's the point of owning 6 servers if 3 of them are constantly dead because, you just allowed a 25-person queue? I'm not saying that to be mean, but that's kind of redundant. Remove the queues. Don't let someone sit in a queue. That way you're forcing people onto your other servers, to actually play. I don't know if they have rules against it, but they probably should, which is called what I call fashion framing. And that's kind of what I made kind of a little bit of a joke about earlier, which is people just joining into a server and straight just dressing their character up, spending 100% of their time only in the spawn and not actually out helping with the objective or, taking points or even defending objectives from the enemy. There needs to be rules against that so that way we can actually make sure people that are joining for legitimate reasons. And that's to legit play and not just sit down and fashion frame and just let the enemy take shit and, not actually be support to our team. That's one thing I would love to see that server also incorporate is no fashion framing. I don't mind when somebody's trying to actually set up a fucking Oh, yeah, it's because I do have an axe technically in this. I don't mind people actually setting up a loadout. It's just the whole fashion frame when they're just there for hours on end, just constantly just doing load out 1, 2, 3, 4, then just going and beauty queening across the stage, and then doing 4 more fucking loadouts and beauty queening across the stage and not actually out in the fucking combat. Right? It's like saying you're going to download Minecraft, for instance. It's like saying, I'm going to download Minecraft, which is a survival game, but the only thing I'm going to do is come over here and just stare at this water for 12 hours. Right? I'm going to download a shooter game, but I'm just going to try on outfits for 99.99% of my time played. Like, what? I'm sorry, but that should be bannable on servers, man. I know there's some pretty chill people out there that do this a little bit, but dude, when it's annoying to see, it is, okay? It's very annoying when I see it happening, because I'm like, dude, like, we could have had this point controlled. We're losing the objective of airfield, but then I just see half the squad sitting there just in an arsenal constantly trying shit on instead of getting out and defending the airfield. Is annoying. Oh, hell nah. Hell no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Technically, you're not even supposed to be out here. It is daytime. Alright, there we go. Got out of that mess I did. And that's one of the cool new forests is that we can get. Which, by the way, is redwood. I just wanted to get the knowledge from it. Meaning, when I break it, the recipes. I have to learn the recipes, and you learn it by just pretty much collecting the blocks. You pick up a block, and then whatever can be made from that block, you learn it. Oh. Why is this so high up? I don't think this is what I think it is it? Oh, no, it's just glowing moss block. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool, dude. That almost made me think it was Skulk. Like, even that I knew was a little off and weird, but that there looks like Skulk in a way. And I just didn't know if it was this texture pack Skulk. I gotta be in the negatives, by the way, to find diamonds. They're not up here at this height. But... oh, wait, actually. Right here. That's a diamond. It's so hard to frickin' see with this texture pack in this cave, dude. Because it's a dark texture pack with a horror mods, pretty much. Okay, so there is more in behind that. I don't know what I'm walking into. This is like uber dark. It does go deeper, I think. At least it shows it goes deeper. Zed. Oh, more Zeds. More Larrys. Larry the zombies. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Eat. I need a freaking torch, man, so I can actually see. Would be nice. Oh my god, dude. I know I'm deep. I seen you out of the corner of my eye the last fucking second. Oh, it is nighttime. Oh. That was a lucky find. Okay, is there a way I can set, like, the... Oh my lord, dude. I need... Video... Is there a way I can come in here and do my brightness? We're going to do high bloom intensity. Resolution can stay there. Render distance can stay there. Okay, we found our way back. Okay, good. I got more picks I can use. Not gonna lie to you, I don't know if I'm gonna find another freaking space that is pretty big. I don't know how that other one broke. I had two. Alright, we're just gonna have to give up on this. And... I'm really hoping I don't have the unluckiness of digging straight up into lava. Negative 16, so we still got a long ways we can end up going. Technically, I could have just grabbed some wood, couldn't have I? And made some torches. Oh, I got more coal, I think. There we go. I done that so I can land right here and quickly just put this stuff in my inventory completely and make a TP here. So, homes. Oh, wait. No. I don't know how to cancel. Never mind. All right, there's my other one. That I can do that with. This I gotta keep. The other. Just do that for now because that's a little stone cutter. Or not stone cutter, but you know what I mean. Stuff to do disenchantments, baby. Technically, all I need is a shovel, and I can make a paxel that is diamond. But all I need to do is this. I can do this. Technically, that actually. There, we'll do that. That's a lot of torches. Get rid of the stone axe now. I don't need a stone one. There we go. This one. This was missing that. Let's do some more. Of this. Whoops. Don't mind me over here with mistakes like that. And then that'll be for like after I disenchant it, I can just slap it up there. Which, by the way, is stuff we can say needs enchantments or whatever. That, and now we are good to go do whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, guys, because mainly this was the review, basically, to BTGG, not a really Minecraft thing, kind of rant. So I'm just go ahead and end it here, and I will catch you guys probably in the morning with another stream, and we'll probably be on some ArmA Reforger.